Alright guys, I have these two clips that I saved from Twitter to highlight why the Black Lives Matter movement is very necessary. And these are both incidents that happened in this month of August 2020. And I had these clips saved, and during my research, I found these news reports and learned more information about it that just made it so much worse. It really made my blood boil. And then I'll comment afterwards. And to start off with, we have a family in Aurora, Colorado. And warning, this is quite distressing. Thankfully nobody gets shot in any of these clips, but it is still hard to watch. The police believe the vehicle was stolen.
He's screaming like, hey, hey, auntie, the police.
When officers pulled up from behind.
They got their guns on us. They got their guns on us.
Gilliam was in the SUV with her 6-year-old daughter, 12-year-old sister, and 2 nieces, one 14, the other 17 years old. Police say a license plate reader alerted them the SUV was stolen.
You keep saying that a vehicle is stolen, but you haven't asked for a registration, a license, none of that.
Gilliam was detained and her sister and niece were handcuffed on the ground.
The whole point of you being a police officer is protect and serve for the people. You did not protect and serve. You put a gun on 4 kids.
It turns out the stolen vehicle was actually a motorcycle, not Gilliam's SUV. Both vehicles share the plate number, but they were from different states. Interim Police Chief Vanessa Wilson weighed in.
So the mistake is that the officer was going off of what dispatch told them that was confirmed. So he was acting in good faith that was confirmed.
How messed up was that? How many cops do they need to stand around a bunch of children laying face down on the floor? Like, the way they went about that wouldn't even be acceptable if the stolen vehicle was an SUV from another state. Heck, it wouldn't be acceptable if it was an SUV that's the same color from another state. Let's address this stolen vehicle thing, shall we? Are you really telling me that you have a system that reads the license plate and can tell you if it's a stolen vehicle but can't tell you what type of vehicle it is? Oh my fucking god. A fucking SUV and a motorcycle. Alright, maybe I'm changing my position on the whole defund the police thing. Maybe keep your funding if you use it for shit like upgrading your systems if they're that fucking terrible. Are you kidding me? That's embarrassing. Next I have a clip of these black teens in Santa Clarita, and the news clip I include explains most of the details, and I'll comment at the end.
You got no reason to put the guns up, you can put them down. Hey, come on. What the hell? Get out of the way.
Look at this is crazy.
Down the street.
And what's the other guy?
Guys, it's not them.
Get away from me. It's the other guy. It's the other guy. It's the other guy.
Put your guns down. They're kids. They weren't kids.
Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. They didn't do nothing at all.
I'm the one that called you. It was not them.
They didn't do
nothing wrong. They put it. Sir, can I please talk to you for a minute? Can I talk to someone?
They didn't call the
I can tell you, there's no reason. They're kids, bro.
Back up.
Hey, they're just kids.
Guys, back up.
We're not doing nothing. We're right here. We're not doing nothing. We're right here. We're right here. They didn't even do nothing.
Back up.
You
need to let them go. That guy is going to get away with a knife.
I understand.
This is some bullshit, man. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. They didn't even do nothing. They didn't even do nothing.
That guy was drinking alcohol.
A manager from a nearby Buffalo Wild Wings says in the video, those kids were victims in a crime and that a man with a knife attacked the teens and they were simply defending themselves with their skateboards.
I told your sergeant who was the problem and what was going on. For you guys to act this way? Yeah,
Tonight, the city of Santa Clarita releasing a statement saying in part, "We have asked that the review be expedited and any necessary actions be taken. In addition, we've asked that the deputy be removed from the field pending the outcome of the investigation." Sheriff Alex Villanueva says the call came in to deputies as an assault with a deadly weapon and that the teens match the description of individuals involved.
I have concerns regarding the tactics employed. A call for service was received regarding a felony assault, and the deputies detained those allegedly to be involved. The matter is currently being investigated.
And David and Colleen, when we asked the sheriff's department about that other person involved who allegedly had a knife and got away, they responded and said, quote, they were unable to locate the possible victim.
What do you mean, couldn't locate the possible victim? The guy with the knife that tried to jump the teenagers? Oh, that manager of that Buffalo Wild Wings. Poor woman, she probably tried to do the right thing, and that's how it all unfolded. She's probably going to think twice before calling 911 again. And how the police and officials are talking like, yeah, we don't agree with the tactics used. Well, good, I'm glad you don't agree with jumping out of their car and pointing guns. But if only that was the only issue, because you're pointing the guns at the wrong people. At the people that you were called in to try and help. And to turn around and say he couldn't locate the guy with the knife and call him a victim. This is unreal. But yeah, I just wanted to bring these two situations to light, especially now that they've released more information about it, because I was mad when I just had these clips on my Twitter. But now that I know they can't tell the difference between an SUV and a motorcycle, and if you try to jump some black teenagers with a knife, if you're white, you're still the victim. And stuff like this is happening constantly. And it's sad to say, well, at least gotta be grateful nobody got shot. That is an incredibly low bar, and that is pathetic and depressing. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, unless you don't support the Black Lives Matter movement. If you don't support them, don't subscribe to me. I don't want anything to do with you.